damn. Can't get 2 in a row, apparently. It's not going to happen. The Orlando Magic lose a back-and-forth affair to the Portland Trailblazers, 122-119, in a free throw contest at the end. We did not come out on top. We've got opinions about this free throw, this
Chauncey Billups is a little bitch.
The parade to the free throw line was a little nauseating at the end. You wonder if the NBA is going to try to do something at some point to fix the end of games, but I guess that's just how it goes.
Check the stats, Chauncey. The Magic suck at shooting three-pointers. Are you that afraid that they're going to make a three-pointer and just tie the game?
Right. Yeah. And then at the end, when Paolo did take a heave, it looked like whoever was defending him got a lot of body on him. Yeah.
Right. But we didn't have a challenge to use in the fourth quarter because we used it in the first.
Yeah. I mean, I know that you're bitter about that.
You can't use them in the first half. Look, you got to just let bad calls be bad. Because there was at least 3 calls in that fourth quarter that you would have probably wanted to use it, and it wasn't even an option. You just had to take that bitter pill.
Yeah.
And let it sit in your mouth. You couldn't even swallow it. You had to let it dissolve on your tongue.
Yeah, that's probably the right call. I mean, I also see the argument of if you're going to take points off the board and it's an obvious miss, anytime you're taking points off the board, go for it. But we lost.
I get that. Yeah.
We lost.
In this case, you were only taking away the option of a man shooting free throws.
Right.
So they weren't actually made buckets yet.
Yes.
So,
and I think that's why you probably let that rock in the first quarter. If it was an and one, perhaps.
It was an and one.
You're thinking about it differently, Peach.
But I still don't like them in the first quarter.
We were 2.5-point favorites going into this game, which was surprising to me because I know that the Portland Trailblazers are a little hobbled without Anthony Simons, without Yusuf Nurkic. However, we're without Gary and WCJ, and they've got a guy named Damian Lillard.
Right, and they have Chet Holmgren Jr., Weeb Eubanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was dunking on everybody. I thought that was Shaquille O'Neal out there.
Heck is this guy? What's he doing?
Man, and that's really embarrassing. We really see a loss of WCJ. The fact that, I don't know, WEB, what's his name? Eubanks?
Eubanks. I don't know his first name. I don't know what he
We lost the boards 38-46 to this very kind of undersized Portland Trailblazers team.
We had some undersized lineups out there tonight.
For sure. Yeah, I get. I mean, that's the drum that I've been banging on, saying that we need a backup center all year. And Goga got some minutes, but I probably would have liked to see a little bit more from Goga.
Sure.
Because when Bull's out there, as we're going to talk about in episode 40, it'll be live probably sometime tomorrow. Bull is a guard. He's got that long, lanky body, but he's not pulling down that many boards.
I recognize that his height is there, but I don't count him as an inside player.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So we had Moritz.
I mean, at one point, Franz was the tallest guy out there. With like Suggs, Cole, and Houston. I mean, there were some weird lineups tonight. I mean, you're going to have that. We're missing 2 guys, 2 starters. But we shot the ball pretty well. If you're looking for some
all things considered, I mean, we shot 50% from the floor. That's pretty damn nice.
It's pretty good.
And for us, 35.5%. I mean, the Portland Trailblazers shot 34% from beyond the arc. But they took 47 of them. We took 31. They made 16.
Right.
We made 11. That's a difference of 5. That's 15 points. You're like, all right, well, we need to make it up in the paint because that's where our bread and butter is. Well, we won that 58-46. But guess what, Peach? That's a difference of 12 points. So that's a difference in the game right there.
Well, the other spot where we usually like to have an advantage on teams is bench points, and we did not win the bench points tonight.
We did not. What was that? I don't have that number.
26-24, so we lost it by 2. Usually, but because we had 2 starters out, 2 of our better bench players move up, and it throws off the whole rotation of who's scoring. So
they only played 3 guys off their bench: Watford, Nazir Little, and Shaden Sharp. So. I mean, we played a whole 5 guys, although Goga only got 6 minutes. Admiral got 8. So I guess really outside of that, we had
Admiral
our 3
went out
main guys.
With the concussion protocol as well, so he might have played more. Who knows?
Didn't even realize when or where that happened. It was a little interesting. Caleb here was 16 minutes. Were you surprised to see him on the floor so late in that fourth quarter? He was subbed in.
Yes and no. I mean, he's a good shooter, so we needed it for offensive purposes.
Yeah.
I was surprised at first, but knowing we're going to foul, it's it is what it is. I mean,
that's fair.
I don't know. This one just seemed like look, Damian Lillard is obviously a great player. He just dropped 70 the other night. He gets 40 in this game. This is the quietest 40 ever. He scores 19 of them from the free throw line. He's just chucking awful shots up sometimes.
10 of 25. He shot 25% from three.
I mean, he had a stretch at one point where in like a 30-second gap, he made 2 turnovers and missed 2 free throws. And I was just like, what? But yeah, he just because of the sheer enormity of shots he's putting up.
Yeah,
he's going to get those buckets and the free throws.
And
man,
getting to the line.
He's another one of those guys that like the referees just respect that. Like if there's contact, we just give him benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
and I don't like to see that because I think Dame's good enough to not have that go on.
Well, it makes it's just
the numbers are gaudy. He should shot 10 of 25. Like he shot a lot of bad shots. And let me see the turnovers. 5 turnovers. Like. Don't get mired up in the 40 points all the time. I mean, there's some mistakes being made there, but still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, he's just such a tough guy to guard because he did drop 71 the other night, and I don't know how many damn threes he made in that game.
Made a lot of layups early.
Yeah, well, but that's what makes him such a difficult
he was fast
guard
because
you know he'll pull it from anywhere. So you got to guard him tight, but then he's got a quick first step. So he's beating you, and then I mean, to a certain extent, I think it's a lot of referees giving him superstars calls, but at the same time, also he's making a lot of guys miss. He's getting that quick first step. He's fast. He's getting to the rim.
Plus, he's small.
He's forcing contact.
So the small guys get the benefit of the doubt a lot when they get hit by stuff.
Going amongst the trees.
Yeah. Ask Shaq how many times he was fouled and it wasn't called, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like the bigger you are, the harder you can take a hit and keep moving so they don't call it. But if anybody blows on Damian Lillard, he falls over because it's science. And then they're like, no, you can't do that. Not without a breath mint.
Jeremy Grant with a bad game. Cam Reddish, who's a guy that some Orlando Magic fans.
Did you say Jeremiah Grant with a bad game?
Yeah, 5 of 14, 20 20. I mean, that's not a. That's.
I didn't see the shooting percentage at first.
33% from the
3 of 8 from
field.
3, 7 of 7 from the free throw line.
That helped him. That saved him. The free throw line. You're right. I was kind of
7
looking
assists,
across
6 boards. I mean, that's a decent game.
That's a decent game. You're right. I'm
sorry.
Jeremy.
It's not as good as it should have been. You'd like to think. I can't believe this team was that low in the ratings when you're looking at him. I'm just like. This team has some really good pieces. I know a couple are injured right now, but like they should be. Yeah, they should have a better record than this.
Right. I think they're 13th in the West right now. They're in trouble.
I know the West is tough, but
Cam Reddish was a good pickup for them. They didn't really give up much. I think they gave up Josh Hart, who is a pretty solid player, but he wasn't doing much there in Portland. So they took a flyer on Cam Reddish. That's a guy that I think a lot of Magic fans would have liked to just bring into the building and see what would happen.
Well, he likes to shoot threes, so sure.
Something, man. a shooter. People were really high on him out of college. He's another Duke guy, man. You would have loved it.
Well, he's a good shooter. At this point, we're looking for guys that are interested in shooting the 3-ball, and we'll hit them with regularity. So
we did, we shot better above our average for the season from 3. We had some really good games, man, from Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Really good efficiency there from Franz, 50% from the field, 9 of 18, 1 for 4 from 3, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 6 boards, a couple assists on 26 points. He's stepping up his game to another level. We were going to him in the 4th, just didn't have enough time to quite get all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough, close loss, but, I mean, I like the way the team competed, and I like who they're going to and the plays they're running, and some of that stuff going down the stretch is good. We lost a challenge late in the 4th, so it was another one of those. Just do not come out on the plus side of these coach challenges.
Ever.
The other teams seem to always win theirs. We lose ours. It just it feels like a -2, right? At the end of the night, and it's like in a game that close, all those moments matter. I mean, you can't really do anything about when they use their challenge, but that's when you're supposed to use it. You save it for that moment because that not being a foul there would have been a big difference at that point.
Could have been huge. Could have been the difference. Yeah.
Right. Then maybe we would have had to make the decision to foul the Blazers and not have them let them shoot for a 3.
Well, that makes sense. They got Damian Lillard,
but our coach isn't a little bitch.
More to celebrate here before we celebrate this guy. Franz Wagner with a really nice game, 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. I think Franz is taking it on his shoulders to just up this 3-point percentage. 6 of 7 from the free throw stripe, 6 assists for Franz and 24 points. That was a celebration, but the real big celebration, Pish, was the man, the myth, the dragon, the legend. Oh, he dropped his chapeau. Stuff's birthday. He is here. If you're listening to this in the studio, he's got his birthday hat on. Pish has the birthday cap on as well. Any words there? He's climbing on the mic, Pish. Does he want to say anything? No, he just wants to sniff into it. Oh, there he goes. He wants to thank all the second cousins. My dragon isn't quite up to par as good as Pish's, but yep. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Yep.
He'd like to thank the Wolves mascot for singing Purple Rain at halftime.
Okay, he liked that.
Felt like that was a little too on the nose myself, but like.
Yeah. We're going off the rails here. We got.
He says you're off the rails. It's Matt's birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Stuff.
Hey, props to Corey for making Stuff look sexy. By the way,
not touching that. Not touching that, Pish.
It was a weird moment, Stuff. I didn't know what to do.
And I'm rocking the Markel Fultz shirt from Jeff Weltman's Forehead. He's got a line of different shirts.
Those are a beaut. I love those. Yeah, I got a Franz like that.
It's amazing. Markel with a really good game, 15 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Covered that parlay. Way to go, Markel. I took the over points. I took the over assists. I took the over points for Paolo. Your boy hit. Let's go. Let's go. So that's a little bit of something here to get me pepped up.
Mm-hmm. We had Papa John's during the game.
It wasn't 50% off.
Yeah,
though.
It was not 50% off. Well, we didn't win. But
Yes.
we weren't going to get that here, but I ordered Papa John's during the game. I had the craving. Sick of seeing the commercials. I hadn't had it in a while. I thought maybe we'd try to get it in Orlando after they won. Didn't get it, so I was like, you know what? It's time. I'm pulling the trigger.
Amen. And some of you out there, it's time to pull the trigger on a couple things. Number one, if you're listening and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click that little button.
Oh, I thought you were going to be talking to John Morant about pulling the trigger.
Oh, damn. Damn, Pish. That's not right. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I thought that was that. There it is. And if you haven't already, and you can, we are so close to 200 a month on the Patreon. We just need one more second cousin to go on over there. And then at 300, which I'm really going to be pushing for, that's the next big goal. We're going to be doing all types of exclusive content in an organized campaign. So I'm pumped about that.
Huh.
Next week,
I'm less pumped about it. It seems like more work for us, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's going to be more work for us, but it's going to be like a month where we encourage people to kind of like up the ante. Maybe we'll add another tier. Maybe we'll let people in at a lower tier just to try it out, like a sample run. We'll be doing a bunch of things. I haven't quite worked it all out, but there's going to be it's going to be good times.
Going to be new tiers dropping soon. Don't cry for us.
We've got Milwaukee, Utah, and Miami coming up this week. Man, you felt like if there was any hope of keeping that playoff bubble alive, it was here tonight because we got Milwaukee coming. And if we're going win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one.
Right. Should be a win over the Bucks. But the Bucks just lost their last game against the Sixers. I'm assuming they're going to want to restart a win streak. So we're going to get their best shot. Hopefully we have our full squad back, because if we don't, we're probably not going to win this game.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
But yeah, tough road ahead. I mean, this is one of those games we kind of had to have if you really want to make a serious push for the play-in, I think, in my book. But they know that every game is a playoff game to these guys at this point. That's why you see the intensity's picked up, and you see that they're like, okay, it's my time now. I'm Paolo Banchero. I'm doing things. You know, you're seeing a lot of positive things, which is good, because this is almost acting like a little playoff run without being a playoff run.
Yep.
So that's why it's truly a house money situation where if we get in, great. If we don't, all right, we still got this experience and a better draft pick coming into the next season. So it just watch them and enjoy them now, because next year your expectations are going to be much higher for this team.
Yes.
So this win-loss still Still good.
You made me think of something. Coming into this game, I thought Franz Wagner was going to be out after rolling his ankle. It looked like pretty bad last game and not coming back. And then we're without Gary Harris and Wendell Carter Jr.
Out of the what?
Yeah.
I came into the room and you started to tell me the injured list, and I was like, assumed Franz was on it, but didn't hear Franz and was like, wait, those two guys? What?
Yeah.
What happened?
And these are the types of games where if we have those two guys, I feel like this is a win. Same could be said for them. They're missing a couple of key pieces as well. There are more long-term injuries, but another thing with those two guys being down, it was surprising not to see any Chuma Okeke.
I said it to you during the game. I think Chuma's the new RJ on this squad because it seems like he is just not going to get minutes no matter what. Yeah. And on a night where we don't have Gary Harris,
right?
I think they could have found some minutes for Chuma, especially when Admiral goes down.
As our defensive,
and I love that Caleb's getting minutes, so I don't want it to come at a knock to him. But how serious are you? I mean, Chuma's great on defense; he gives you nothing on offense. But
he hit a 3 in garbage minutes last game.
Still could find a way to get him in there. You'd think.
For Admiral, right? We just upgraded Admiral. Congratulations, by the way, Admiral, getting that NBA contract. Salute to you, sir. But don't you think Chuma Okeke, a guy who's rookie option we just picked up for next year. Next year is the last year on this contract. Don't you think we want Chuma Okeke minutes over Admiral Schofield minutes? No offense to Admiral.
Me? No.
Yeah.
Personally, no. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Him not playing, but it doesn't really make sense because of how much time he got before he went out. It seemed to me like he was a guy Coach Mosley liked.
Right.
So. Did you really like him or not? Because he's back now. You have this piece you could use. You're just not gonna. I mean, again, I'm fine with it because I felt like he got too many minutes before. But especially when you have a couple guys down.
Yeah.
There was a lot of times where we questioned how R.J. Hampton wasn't seeing minutes. This would be the first time I think I'm like, okay, I have to seriously question why he's not getting minutes. But I'm also fine with it.
Okay. Yeah, I would have liked to see some Chuma Okeke minutes. How are you feeling about the game, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know what we missed in the comments. There was so much we could have talked about, and we only talked about what we did. So
yeah, there was many more birthday stuff, shenanigans, and all kinds of fun stuff we could have gotten into. But this guy on the fast forward button and his girlfriend sitting on the remote, it was a whole scene down there, man. The fourth quarter was wild.
We love you, second cousins. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching, liking, and commenting on this video. The community is growing. We'll see you next game. Peace out, everybody.
Thanks for coming. Happy birthday, Steph.